Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another update on the Tigard real estate market. This update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, September 26th. So I'm going to share my screen with you and go through the info with you. Before I do that, though, I always want to put a plug in for you to look at subscribing to my YouTube channel if you already haven't. It's really a great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local market as I put these updates out on a regular basis. So if you find this of value, please click the subscribe button before you leave. So with that said, on with the update here. This last week, when looking at active listings to begin with here, we had 17 new homes come on the market in Tigard, and you can kind of see where that's tracked. We had a low of 12, a high of 29, so we're kind of in the middle of that range. And end of the week with 138 homes on the market. So you can kind of see we were in the kind of the 150s for the first 5 weeks, and then we kind of dipped down to the 130s where it's been the past 3 weeks now. So it hasn't moved a lot in the past 3 weeks. Been pretty steady on the supply side. And so the median price and days on market for the actives, that's been steady in terms of the price. You can kind of see it hasn't moved hardly at all. It's had a low of 770 and a high of just under 780. And this last week came down just a bit to 775. Days on market, on the other hand, has moved around a little bit. We had a low of 65. Well, actually, we had to start off at 66 days, built up to about 86 days, and then kind of really plunged down to 61 days. 2 weeks ago, this last week, ticked up a little bit to 67 days. So most recent, active listings, it's about 67 days of average market time, a little over 2 months worth right now in Tigard. Moving along to pendings. So this last week, we had 12 homes go into pending status, which is a little lower than it's been here. You kind of see over the prior couple weeks, but you kind of definitely see an upward trend in the number of pendings here over the past 8 weeks. We started off at 51 at the beginning of the year, and then it got up to 107 2 weeks back. This last week fell back just a little bit to about 105 is the most recent reading of total pendings in Tigard. So it's nice to see that, nice increase over the past couple months now in homes getting into contract. The median price and the days on market for the pendings, you can see we started off at a little over 600,000, got down to about 580, and then swung back up to a high of 624 2 weeks back. And then it went down about 10,000 to 615 this last week. The days on market, that has been trending lower, as you can kind of see. Started at a high of 42 days 8 weeks back, and a low this last week was recorded at 25 days. So as we've gone on here, homes have been have been selling quicker than they were, towards the end of last year, I should say. Sold listing activity. So as of the time I put this together, we had 11 homes go from pending to sold this last week in Tigard. Again, that's kind of down from the prior couple of weeks where we had 18 and 19 sales per week. And when I look over the prior 4 weeks of activity on a week-by-week basis here, that's the red bars, we had 56 closings over the prior 4 weeks, and that was unchanged from that week prior, and up from where it was from a low here about a month ago at 38. So starting to see a return of a higher number of closings, which is good to see. And then the price and the days on market for those closings, sold listings, has not moved a whole lot in terms of the price. You can kind of see we had a low of about 540, high of 575. In the past couple of weeks, it's been just under 560. So kind of right in the middle of that. And then days on market, that has been declining. We had a high of 53 days about 6 weeks back, and you kind of see that's been, again on the decline. This most recent reading is about 28 days of average market time for these 56 sales over the past 4 weeks. And then lastly, to finish up, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. So red bars is that weeks of inventory, and again, you kind of see kind of the rise and fall here. So we had about 10 weeks of inventory to begin with. That got up to about 16 weeks as we got into late January, early February. about a month ago. And then it has fallen back from that as the number of closings have picked up and supply has been fairly steady. So right now we're at about 10 weeks of inventory, or about 2.5 months worth of inventory in Tigard right now. And the sale price as a percent of the list price, that has gotten stronger as we've gone on as well here. So we had to begin with about 93% of the original asking price is what sellers were getting. And as the weeks have gone, you can kind of see that's just continued to kind of tick up. So right now we're a little over 97% of what the sellers have been asking for. So pricing power is kind of returning to the market, returning in sellers' favor as we've kind of moved through the past 8 weeks here, I should say. So, overall, we've 2.5 months of inventory and improving pricing, definitely been trending back towards a stronger sellers market environment here as of late. And with that higher number of pendings that we've been seeing, I would expect to see this probably to kind of maybe to either stay here or come down a little bit, and pricing remain pretty strong as well. But we'll keep an eye on it, and I'll let you know on the next update on where we're at. So hope that update was helpful for you. As always, if I can ever answer any questions or be of any help if you're looking to buy or sell a home, certainly would welcome the opportunity to see if my 17 years of experience and deep knowledge in the market can be a benefit to you. So all my contact information is down below in the description. So don't hesitate to reach out, phone or email. It's great. And really appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great day and week ahead. And we will see you on the next update.